Okay, welcome to a class on flat adverbs. Now, I didn't hear about flat adverbs, or I hadn't heard about flat adverbs until a few years ago, really. I had been teaching English for a very long time before I found out about flat adverbs, and it answered a few questions, and that's why I'm going to tell you guys about flat adverbs, because maybe it will answer some of your questions. I think a lot of teachers think to themselves, or maybe it's just me, should I say I answered question 7 wrong, or I answered question 7 wrongly? They seem to both sound okay, don't they? There's something about that where you can say, I answered it wrong, I answered it wrongly. They seem to both work. So why is that? Well, we need to learn about flat adverbs to find out why. And what is a flat adverb? It's an adverb with the same form as the corresponding adjective. Yeah, now what does that mean? Before we look at that, let's look at the word fast. I think everybody knows this word fast, but maybe you don't know that it can be an adjective, a fast car, or it can be an adverb, he drives fast. And so what that means is that the adverb has the same form as the adjective, and that's what a flat adverb is, same form as the corresponding adjective. Okay, so fast and far are the least interesting flat adverbs because they just have exactly the same, the far end of the table, the near end of the table, and go far is modifying far. So here's an adverb and here's an adjective, but they have the same form. And so that's the first type, far and fast, where there is no ly form. Okay, there's no fastly, there's no farly, there's just far, which is an adjective and an adverb, and fast, which is an adjective and an adverb. Okay, so far, so good. Nonetheless, sometimes two forms are possible. Yeah, there's a wrong and a wrongly, a loose and a loosely, a tight and a tightly, a deep and a deeply. And there's little or no difference in meaning. Both forms are correct. Yeah, you can say I got question 7 wrong, and you can say, I answered question 7 wrong. Let's not use get, because get is a copular verb and I'll open up a can of worms. But let's take a regular verb like I answered question 7 wrong, correct, and I answered question 7 wrongly. Correct, yeah, I answered question 7 wrong, right, yeah, and I answered question 7 wrongly, right. Yeah, and we'll talk about rightly or wrongly in a second. But that's why both wrong and wrongly are correct. Now, notice I didn't write on this list good, well. However, in slang, in informal speech, in informal English, people do say that. Never write it in your essays for IELTS, FCE, CAE. Never write it in your essays because that's considered incorrect English. Why? Because good is not a flat adverb.